ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ವೈಎಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಟ್ಯುಟೋರಿಯಲ್. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 2 ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ 2 ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ನೀವು ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ 25 to 30 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ mean answer any 5 sub-questions from the following. Each sub-question carries 2 marks. First, define computerized accounting. Computerized accounting refers to maintaining accounts using accounting softwares on a computer system. It automates the recording, classifying, summarizing, and analyzing of financial data. Next, B. State any 4 uses of computer accounting. First one is business owner, second one accountants, third one tax authorities, and fourth one is auditors. Third, how can you create a new workbook in MS Excel? To create new workbook in MS Excel, open Excel, click on File, select New, click on blank worksheet, a workbook. Next, fourth question, what is cell in MS Excel? A cell is the intersection point of a row and a column in an Excel worksheet. It is basic until where data is entered, example AI. Next, E. Name the default ledger in Tally Prime. The 2 default ledgers in Tally Prime are cash and profit and loss account. An e-way bill is an electronic document generated for the movement of goods worth more than rupees 50,000 under GST. It ensures transparency and compliance in transport. 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ 6 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವು 5 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ, ನೇಮ್ ಎನಿ 4 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್. ಈಚ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಸ್ 5 marks. Second one, write the importance of computerized accounting. Computerized accounting plays a significant role in the modern financial management. Its importance includes accuracy, reduces humans' error in calculations and posting, speed, transaction and reports can be proceed quickly. Automation, repetitive tasks like ledger posting, totaling, and report generation are automated. Real-time information, financial reports and statements are available instantly. Data security, data can be protected through backups, passwords, and users' permission. Next, compliance helps in maintaining records as per legal and tax requirement like GST, TDS, etc. Cost effective, reduces the need for paperwork and manual staff over time. Third one, what is the different way to open, close, and save a workbook in MS Excel? To open a workbook, file, open, browse and select the file. Use shortcut key Ctrl+O. In order to save a workbook, file, save or save as. Next, choose location and entire file name. Use shortcut Ctrl+S. To close a workbook, file, close, use shortcut Ctrl+W or click the X on the top right corner of the workbook, not Excel application. Next, fourth one, explain how to create, modify and delete ledgers in Tally Prime. In order to create a ledger, first go to Tally, accounts information, ledger, then create. Enter ledger name, group, examples, sales or cash and details. To modify a ledger, go to gateway of Tally, accounts information, ledger, alter. Next point, select the ledger, edit the necessary fields, press enter and save. To delete a ledger, same as alter, open the ledger, press Alt+D to delete. Next, confirm deletion. Note, ledger can be deleted if no transaction is recorded in it. Next, fifth one, briefly explain 5 accounting vouchers in Tally Prime. Next, answer, contra voucher F4, used for cash or bank transfers like cash deposit, withdrawal or fund transfer between bank accounts. Next, payment voucher F5 used for all types of payments, example salary, rent, utility bills. Next, receipt voucher used when money is received, example customers payment, cash sales. Journal voucher F7 used for adjustment, depreciation entries or non-cash transaction. Sales voucher F8 used to record sales transaction with GST and other details. Next, sixth one, how can you record TDS transaction in TallyPrime? Provide an example. So steps to record TDS in TallyPrime. First one, enable TDS. Go to gateway of Tally. Press F1, futures, statutory and taxation. Enable TDS. Set details. Second, create ledger. Party ledger, example XYZ consultants, set as TDS applicable. Next, TDS ledger, example TDS on professional fees under duties and taxes. Third, create an expense ledger, example professional fees under indirect expenses applicable for TDS. Recording a journal voucher, go to gateway of Tally. Accounting vouchers, F7 journal, debit professional fees rupees 50,000, credit TDS payable 5,000, credit XYZ consultant rupees 45,000. Example, paid rupees 50,000 as a professional fees to XY consultant, deducted TDS at 10%, rupees 5,000, paid only 45,000. This entry records both the expenses and the TDS liability. Next, section C, answer any one questions from the following. Each question carries 10 marks. Seventh one, write the difference between computerized accounting and manual accounting. Point of difference, recording. Manual accounting and computerized accounting, recording done manually using books like journal and ledger. Here done using accounting software, example Tally or QuickBooks. Next, speed, time consuming due to manual entry, here very fast with automated process. Accuracy, prone to human error. Next, more accurate due to built-in checks and formulas. Calculations, all calculations are done manually, here calculations are automatic. Data storage, physical record needs storage space, stored digitally saves physical space. Backup and security, risk of loss due to fire or theft, backup and password protection available. Report generation takes more time, needs manual preparation. Instant reports like balance sheet and P&L. Next, cost, low initial cost, high long-term effort cost. Next, high initial cost but cost effective in long run. Error deduction, errors hard to trace and correct. Errors can be traced and corrected easily. Compliance with the law, manual tax computations and formats, automated compliance with GST, TDS, etc. Next, eighth question. Prepare the necessary ledgers and record the voucher entries for the following transaction. 1/5/2025 cash withdrawn for expenses from SBI rupees 50,000. 2/5/25 purchase printing and stationery for rupees 15,000. 5/5/25 a check of rupees 15,000 received towards interest on bank deposits and deposited to SBI. 6/5/25 paid rupees 1,000 cash towards traveling expenses. 31/5/25 depreciation charged on furniture rupees 6,000 and building rupees 10,000. Ledgers to be created: SBI account under bank account, cash account under cash in hand, printing and stationery account under indirect expenses, interest on bank deposits under indirect incomes, traveling expenses account under indirect expenses, furniture account under fixed asset, building account under fixed assets. Next, 8. Depreciation account under indirect expenses. Vouchers entry, date, particulars, amount, voucher type. On 1st 1/1/2025, debit cash account 50,000, credit SBI bank account 50,000. Here we should choose contra entry. Next, 2/5/25, debit printing and stationery 15,000, credit cash account 15,000, 15,000 amount. Here you should use payment voucher F5. 5/5/25, debit SBI rupees 15,000, credit interest on bank deposits account 15,000. Here you should use receipt account. 6. 525, debit traveling expenses account 1000, credit cash account 1000. You will have total 1000. You should use payment voucher. Next, 31, 525, debit depreciation account 6000, credit furniture account 6000. Here you should use journal F7. Next, 31, 525, debit depreciation account 10,000, credit buildings account 10,000. You have journal F7. ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ 1 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಫುಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ 2 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಪರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಎ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್, ಆನ್ಸರ್ any 5 sub questions from the following. Each sub question carries 2 marks. First one, write any 2 limitations of computerized accounting, requires training and technical knowledge. 2, risk of data loss due to system failure or virus attacks. B, state any 4 popular accounting software. We have TallyPrime, QuickBooks, Zoho Books, Mark ERP. Next, C, name any 2 formatting features available in MS Excel. Font style and size change, conditional formatting. Write any 4 default groups in TallyPrime: capital account, current asset, sales account, indirect expenses. Write short key for the following vouchers in TallyPrime: Contra F7, F4, Journal F7. F, what is TDS in TallyPrime? TDS, tax deducted at source. In TallyPrime is a feature that helps in deducting tax at the source while making payments such as professional fees, rent, etc. and generating statutory reports and returns. Next, section B, answer any 4 questions from the following. Each question carries 5 marks. Second, explain briefly the limitations of computerized accounting. Initial cost requires significant investment in hardware, software and training. Second one, technical knowledge. Users must be trained to operate the software efficiently. Third, system failure. Risk of data loss due to hardware failure, virus attacks or power outages. Fourth, data security. Sensitive financial data is vulnerable to cyber thefts and hacking. Fifth, software dependency. Heavily reliant on software and any bug or issue can disrupt operations. Third, write the syntax and provide for the following Excel function: sumf, countf, max, minimum. Function syntax and example: sum is equals to sum number 1, number 2 will have is equals to sum A1 to A5. Sumf range criteria, sum range. Sumf A1 to A5 ranges which is greater than 50. Count value 1, value 2 is equals to count A1 is to AY. Countf range criteria, countf A1 A5 which is greater than 30. Max number 1, number 2, max A1 to A5, minimum number 1, number 2 is equals to minimum A1 to A5. Next, fourth one, what are credit notes and debit notes in TallyPrime? Explain with examples. Credit note, issued when goods are returned by the customers or excess amount is received. Example, a customer returned goods of worth rupees 2000. A credit note of rupees 2000 is issued. Debit note, issue when goods are returned to a supplier or extra charged. Example, you returned defective goods worth rupees 1500 to a supplier. A debit note is issued for rupees 1500. Usage in Tally: press Ctrl plus F8 for a credit note, press Ctrl plus F9 for a debit note. Enable F11 accounting features use credit or debit notes. Next, fifth one, briefly explain the key elements of payroll accounting. First one, employee information: name, ID, designation, department, salary, structure. Second, attendance and leave records: number of days worked, leaves taken over time. Third, earnings: basic pay, DA, HRA, incentives, bonus, deductions, PF, ESI, TDS, loans, professional tax. Net pay calculation: gross earnings minus deduction. Payslip generation: monthly payslips for employees. Sixth one, explain the steps to set up GST tax rates in TallyPrime. First, enable GST. Go to Gateway of Tally, Futures F11, Statutory and Taxation, enable GST, next yes. Second, set GST details, enter GST in, state and registration type. Third, create GST ledger, create CGST, SGST, IGST ledger under duties and taxes with applicable rates. Fourth, create stock items with GST rate, specify HSN code and tax rates in item master. Fifth, create GST sales and purchase ledger, assign the appropriate GST classification. Sixth, record transaction, use sales or purchase voucher and GST gets auto calculated based on party state. Next, section C. Answer any one question from the following. Each question carries 10 marks. Seventh one. Explain the steps to create a company in TallyPrime by using imaginary data. Steps to create a company in TallyPrime. First, open TallyPrime, launch the software, gateway screen. Select create company from the startup screen. Third, enter company information name, Bright Solution Private Limited, mailing name and address, Bright Solution Private Limited, address 12th MG Road, Bengaluru, Karnataka, India 56001, state Karnataka, country India. Next, financial year from 1/4/2024, books beginning from 1/4/2024. 5. Security control optional, set admin username password if needed, enable GST if required, plus F1, enable GST S, enter GST in number. 7. Accept the screen, press Ctrl plus A or yes to save the company. Next, 8. Company created, you will be redirected to Gateway of Tally for Bright Solutions Private Limited. ಕಂಪನಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೇ ಕಂಪನಿ ನೇಮ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರದ್ದು ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸು ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಥರದ್ದೇ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಕಂಪ್ನಿನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕಂಪ್ನಿನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Next, 8th one, by using appropriate Excel functions, calculate gross and net salary for the following data. Given data, basic pay 30,000, DA 10% of basic pay, HRA 5,000, PF 12% of basic pay, ESI 0.75% of basic pay, professional tax rupees 200. Step-by-step calculation in Excel. First, component formula, Excel cell formula amount. Basic pay given 30,000, sim 30,000, DA 10%, 10% of basic means A1 into 10%, which is 3,000, HRA fixed amount 5,000, 5,000, gross salary, basic plus DA plus HRA, A1 plus A2 plus A3, 5,000, gross salary we finished, which is 38,000, PF 12%, 12% of basic, A1 into 0.75 will get 3,600, ESI 0.75 of basic will have 200, which is 225. Next, professional tax fixed, A1 plus A5 plus A6 plus A7 will get 200. Next, tax deductory, total deductions FI plus ESI plus tax professional tax will have 4,025. Net salary, gross salary minus total deduction, A4 minus A8 will get 33,975. Summary result, gross salary is equals to 3,800, total deduction will have 4,025, net salary 33,975 we will have. ಸೊ ಇದು ಇಷ್ಟೂ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಏನಾದರೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್ ಅನಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್, ಶೇರ್, ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.